back again for another movie night review with you, number 284, called Macabre. And it is a short film sci fi. So let's get into the movie night review right now. This is a short film animation style, and it is about a man who crashes his Mercedes Benz into a tree, and he was trying to avoid a small animal. So this movie, it's like this short film is like 19 minutes long. It has tunnels, it doesn't have tunnels, it has sound, it has pitch. It is animation, like I said, and he's running through the tunnels and he doesn't know where anything is at the point after the crash. Everything is just what it is. And that leads me to the subject of tonight's movie night, which is violators. Violators, when they come around, there isn't a way for people to get in and plug into what they are about. It's just a way for people to do things the way that they normally do it, because there's too many people around where people pick and choose, and then they see fit to have one lead. So if there's one person leading, nobody's referencing if it got hung, dried in the conversations that all around at that pit stop. But if violators come in, everybody would be picked out one by one, because violators, things typically stop and things are usually in a control when the whole thing is a group. Nobody is one, but they all pick out every single one of them, and everything is plugged and kept and keen and wise. So there isn't a person who knows what a square and a head is, but if a person puts something together and they say, I'm not what the one is, but if you put them to ones that do every single protocol, they're just light itself or a man. Violators, you get the reference from one end to the other. If a person's saying Jesus, if a person's saying God, if a person's saying, the dark lighter and the dark man, that's the up guy, then the one guy, he doesn't have to hear God because violators is there. And once violators picks and chooses all pits and fruit and all those kind of stops, that people really want to do, it gives you a good understanding of why they only reference the time and the place and what and the howabouts. But if the howabouts or the whereabouts or the injustified only wants to stick and critical puncture you, then everybody just knows everything. Everybody just knows all the glass shattered. And then when people like pick up types of crumbs, the violators' place will always be in a manner where everybody knows that that's the cracks and the pit stop about it. If a person really wants to violate, nobody's car gets hit, nobody's animal gets hurt, and nobody has to figure out where all the things go. But the stops and the stop and the stop all goes to the same light. But if the light doesn't go to the same dark, or the place itself, then everybody will just see angles and patterns of what they think that is. So if your eye isn't on the thing, nobody's going to know who you are. Nobody's going to reference what you are, but violators or the area is always going to be where something is plucked and high and picked to choose to a place where everybody knows that you're just the right type.